Welcome back, entertainment daily lovers. And on politics today, let's talk about the meeting that was had by some world leaders trying to sign a peace deal between Israel and Palestine and stuff like that. I just cannot help but notice some of the world leaders that were invited to that event, and that's actually the reason why I want us to have this conversation. So one of the persons that you could see there was the prime minister, Greece. They use prime minister, not president. The prime minister of Greece, and also the prime minister or president of Turkey, right? Greece and Turkey, they're just right next to each other, and several other people that were there. But because I'm not talking about them, so no need for me to be mentioning their names. So if you're a Greek person, come on in, let us talk. A lot has been happening in the nation, from the new law where they are talking about increasing the work hours and things like that. So much is going on in Greece. Let us talk. But let's just get into this talk now. Did you all just notice how Donald Trump just behave when he's around some leaders of some nations versus how he responds to leaders of some other nation? You know, for example, I will use I'll use Ukraine and Russia, for example. Also, you notice when he spoke to Zelensky, you notice how he can easily attack. He's always on the attack. Will not allow the man to even defend himself. Will not allow the man to finish a statement. Kind of, he's always kind of looking like he's belittling, like he looks down on that president, the president of Ukraine. But then the president of Russia, when you see him meeting with him, from the way they shake their hands to everything, is always different. I just wanted to use that as an example. Let's come back again. You will notice the same thing too. It's almost like the relationship between Donald Trump and the president of Greece is not so good. Like, oh, I don't even think they have any relationship there actually. Are just as heads of states, and they have to meet each other in all these kind of their meetings and things like that. I think that's just what Kyriakos Mitsotakis and Donald Trump have in common. From their handshake, the awkwardness and everything, and it's just so weird. But one thing I want to point out is you have the president or prime minister of Turkey, you have the prime minister of Greece. Then why have this type of meeting not been held between these two? Because these two countries are countries that are always butting head. Greece and Turkey, you will hear, oh, they're in our airspace, and this one is that harassment in the sea. Do you understand? Coast guards, fishermen complaining and things like that, threats coming in from Turkey to Greece and things like that. Why have they not tried to sit these two down, try to settle what is going on between the two nations, and see who is really poking at who? But of course, will they want to do that? If they do that, they're not going to sell much weapons, right? Turkey is buying from them, Greece is buying from them. So, of course, but yet both of them are invited to go and settle politics. Both of them are invited to go and settle some of that beef somewhere, while the two people that you're inviting to come and join to witness this whole thing happen are people that don't see eye to eye, are two countries that don't see eye to eye, are two countries that don't agree on anything. So make it make sense. Make it make sense why you're having Greece and Turkey in this peacekeeping, whatever, that will not work. But you people totally, over the years, have ignored this. Their butting head has lasted for so long. Nobody says anything. Nobody tries to intervene. But yet they're supposed to come and help you people settle issues somewhere. Maybe that's the reason why the Greek prime minister was just so off. Like, if you look at his body language and everything, he was just, tapping on his hands, eyes wiggling, like it was awkward. Okay, one would expect that when you're in a place like that, that there's going to be a lot of cameras filming from different angles, photographers capturing from different angles. So you have to be in your best behaved self, okay, throughout that meeting. When you get back to your hotel room, when you're in your personal space, you can now start doing all those flickering of fingers and all those weird things that the president of Greece, the prime minister of Greece, was actually doing. But for me, what I'm really surprised about is the fact that they will have these two countries there, and all of them there did not think that they could have called a meeting also for these two countries, but they felt like they would bring them together to come and settle beef for other people. Like, why is the world the way the world is? Why does it look like when some people, when something happened, they don't care? Take, for example, the fights in Congo, and like Rwanda, all these issues happening. It doesn't concern anybody. Well, the whole world is screaming, oh, Israel, oh, Palestine, oh, Ukraine, oh, Russia. But there are people that have been in battle, lives lost in the thousands compared to these ones that just started their foolishness of recent times. So why is this thing like this? Why is it always like some people are high up there where their cases are taken as priority and some other countries are just, well, we don't care. Now my question is, what was the president of Greece and the president of Turkey doing at that peacekeeping when they are both countries don't see eye to eye? That's the question I need someone to answer. I want to keep this video short, and that's what we have to discuss on politics today. Drop your thoughts in the comment section and let me know what you think.